Okay, there's 360 degrees in a circle, right? I think we all remember that, right? We all know 360 degrees in a circle, right? So if you remember that, then that means for half of a circle, right? There's 360 in the whole thing. That means there's 180 degrees in a half circle, right? And if we cut it into fours, right, that's when you get 90-degree angles. Right? Those are 90 degrees. So take that up here, right? A circle is going to have 360 degrees in it. So that means a line like this is going to have 180. 180 degrees there. That means this line, right? That's 180, that circle. That means this right here, it's also 180, right? Complete the circle. That means this line, right? 180, 180. So that means whatever this is right here, if you add it together with this, it's going to be 180 degrees. That also means if you take this same one here and add it with this, that's going to be 180 degrees, right? That also means if you take this and this, these two are going to be 180, right? Just like these two are going to be 180, right? Any two of these sides together are going to equal 180 degrees. So that means X and whatever you want to call this, let's call this A, right? Or let's call this Y, right? X and Y, right, are going to equal 180 degrees. That means Y, and we can call this one X also, right? Those are going to equal 180. And then that means these two, this X right here, and this are going to equal 180. And this are going to equal 180. So the two next to each other always equal 180. So what that means is, and let's just pretend, let's pretend here for a second that, let's pretend that this was 30 degrees. Just to pretend. They say that's 30 degrees. Well, if that's 30 degrees, and this is 180, right? That means this right here is going to be 150. Right? So that means that angle right there will be 150. Well, if this one's 150, then these two together are going to equal 180. So that means this one has to be 30, right? If this one's 30, this line right here, right? This half circle right here is going to equal 180. So if that one's 30, that means this one has to be 150. And then you can start to see that these are going to be the same. These are going to be the same. And now, because this is called a transversal, right? It's transversal. That means you have two parallel lines and one line going through them both, right? That means that the angles are going to be the same. So that means this one right here, this 30-degree angle, when you add it up with this one, are also going to equal 180. So that means this is going to be 150. If this is 150, this has to equal up with this. So that means that has to be 30. right? And then that means this one has to be 150. This one has to be 30, right? So they're all the same. So all the acute angles are going to be 30. All of the obtuse angles are going to be 150. So scroll down here. What's the relationship between x and y? It's always true, right? X plus y, like we said here, is always going to equal 180. Y would only equal, yeah, x plus y is going to equal 180. That's it.